Weirdos, balls and ghouls, how are we all doing? Now, I already recorded a video, and it was on Demon Caught on Camera, the paranormal files at the Monroe house. And stupidly, when I go to my screen share, my camera covered one of the issues that I had with the video. Great. One of the things I had an issue with, you can't see because my stupid fat head is in the way of it. Damn it. I gotta remake the video. And I'm glad I've got to remake the video, to be honest, because the day I recorded it, my wife was sleeping above me because she'd worked a night shift, and I was trying to keep my voice down, I was trying to keep my voice all quiet, and I wasn't my usual self, and in editing the video back, I was like, Jesus Christ, you look bored. And I kind of was bored, but yeah, it wasn't a great look for the video, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to re-record that, because the debunk stand. Now, since that, I've had some scammer away page commenting, you best be right, or almost like a veiled threat. I don't give a fuck about you, because you believe in the paranormal files, and I don't. Doesn't make me evil and you just and right and righteous. Absolutely not. And just because people are having little temper tantrums here and there doesn't mean I'm ever going to stop. If people can put out videos saying, this is a demon caught on camera, I can sit there and say, no, it's not. Because there is no demon caught on camera. That's a lie. A bold-faced lie. I get an email yesterday from Colin from the Paranormal Files. He hasn't told me if I can or can't share it, and I'm not going to share it because he hasn't told me if I can, because I'm not an asshole. Basically, he defends his channel before even watching what I've done. And he wants me to have read this before I release my video. And I have. Read it. I've understood it. Grew up a fan of certain channels. Seen that certain channels were fake. He's easily jump scared and all the rest of it. Colin has always come across well. He's interacted well with the side-eye guy when the side-eye guy has done videos. He seems to treat the debunkers with a bit of respect. And Colin needs to note this. The debunkers have treated Colin with respect. For example, when Colin was having his issues with alcohol, and then he's like, I've gone into rehab, I've found God, I've come out, I'm clean, I'm sober. People were saying to me, you need to watch the Paranormal Files. We need a debunking video on the Paranormal Files. And my response has been the same for nearly a year. I ain't going near that channel or his content while he's going through hell. Because even though I don't suffer from addiction, I understand and I've seen the damage addiction does to people. I didn't want to exacerbate that. I didn't want to send him backwards into a relapse. I didn't want to do any damage to him. Still don't. But if you're going to keep releasing videos where the title is a lie, of course people are going to make videos about you. And no matter what your state of mind is, your content is open for criticism. It is open for opinions. It is open for discussion. And listen, this email is very well written, but there is a line, and it's the third thing he said to me, and he got my back up. I see you are trying to target my family and I now with an upcoming video. I just want to state my piece before you release anything. Listen, Colin, you need to understand something. I am not targeting you, and I am not targeting your family. Stop using the word targeting. Because nobody's targeting you. If anything is being targeted, it is footage. It is a video. It is a production. I am reacting to and passing my thought processes and opinions and fact on a video. The only thing I say about you personally is I'm giving this guy a wide berth because of his history with alcohol. That's it. How is that targeting you? You have already made an assumption before I've even brought my video out. He goes into, I've been doing this for 7 years, working my ass off. I was in college, then I had a job, but I was still bringing a video out every week. And good for you, Colin. You have worked your ass off to get your channel to where it is. And he's like, but that, it hasn't got to where I am because I'm fake. Well, I know a channel that have brought out a video every week for 7 years without fail, that are far better editors than you are, that put out far better content than you do for a fraction of the views that you've got because they don't fake shit. This is the difference. All of the flashy doodads and gadgets and gizmos that are litter your videos, and what have we got in your video that I'm looking at in the Monroe house? You've got about 36 REM pods in there. I'm taking the piss, but there's a lot of REM pods in there, all going off, and we'll get to that. Use a spirit box. You used the yes-no prism. You used the coffin music box, an Ovulus style of device, phone app, and gadgets. They were everywhere. And they were all triggering, and I know why they were all triggering. And you know why they were all triggering, because you used jump scare horror music to cover for it. But that's not what this email is about, is it, Colin? This email is about a specific thing in your video, and it's the crucifix coming off the wall. Because somebody else has called you out for it, haven't they? But there's no videos about it. I've looked at it. I can't tell 100% one way or the other, and that's what I'll tell you while we're looking at it. He gets into his relationship with the side-eye guy, and listen, Colin, you have come across well for the most part. The third line of this email pissed me off. Targeting you. I ain't targeting you. Making a single solitary video on you. I haven't said Colin from the Paranormal Files in the title. I've said the Paranormal Files. That's the content. That's the channel. I'm not targeting you and your family. the video. Colin makes an offer, and it's an offer I won't be accepting, Colin. And I'll explain why, and I won't be rude about it. In fact, I will be in England next month. I would be more than happy to join you for an investigation at a place of your choosing if you like. I'm all about transparency. No, I won't work with a faker. Me working with you, to a degree, would blow my channel up, no doubt. It would make a fantastic video for you. I worked with a debunker, and me, I worked with a faker. In the things you say to me in your email, let me fire them back to you. I've been at this for 2 years. For those 2 years, 2 to 3 videos per week, without fail, every week, for 2 to 3 years, whilst I was holding down a full-time job. I was that tired that I actually crashed my wife's car into her dad's car because I hadn't slept, editing a video. This isn't just because I'm a debunker that just sits in here, watches an hour video, edits for a couple of hours and puts that out. No, I live stream on a Tuesday, I live stream on a Friday, and I only stream for 2 hours those days, but I live stream on a Sunday for 4 to 6 hours. I release 3 videos a week, and then I do all the gaming stuff in between, and before I brought all of my content to YouTube, I was also over on Twitch. Every spare minute of my life outside of work was spent getting this channel to a point where I took the risk, a huge risk, at less than 20,000 subscribers to say, I'm leaving my job. I'm going to do this full time. It's still a massive risk. I'm only 6 months into it. And I'm like, oh, this could all go horribly wrong really fast, and I've got to go back into work. And in my thought process, working with you when I out-fakery and I try to investigate legitimately would irreparably damage my channel for the audience I've already built. While I could pull in hundreds of thousands of views, really, from working with you, because you're a bigger channel with a bigger audience, I don't want that audience. I appreciate the offer, but to me, it just seems like you're trying to appease me into making a nicer video. I can't make a nicer video. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to what I've spotted in the video. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to that in order to grow my channel quicker, because I've grown this channel off in my honesty and integrity. Yes, I fucked up along the way. Yes, I've made mistakes along the way, but I've admitted and owned up to those. There are other times where people are like, you need to apologize, and I'm like, no, I don't, and I won't. And then he says, you know, I don't consider you an enemy, you're not a bad guy, but at least consider the real-world negativity that spews out from videos like yours towards the creators who have families and emotions themselves. Fair comment. However, have you considered your videos, the damage they do, the other end of the scale? For the people that are going out there capturing nothing weekly because paranormal is so rare, have you considered the damage you're doing to them and their family? Have you considered the people that watch your videos that are going through grief, going, I can talk to Aunt Fanny through this mobile device, through this application. They spend $7.99 or whatever the cost is for the Spirit Talker app because they've seen her in your video. They're in grief. Their auntie's just died. It was their favourite auntie, or worse, it was their kid, their mum, their dad, their close grandparent. And they've watched your video, and every hope and prayer they've got that they can communicate with their loved one is on that app. They got the app in their hands. And they're like, Aunt Fanny, are you with us? Well, no, we're not allowed to shake it, but we are apprehensive. Aunt Fanny, are you with us? I used to live here. Aunt Fanny, could you tell me, are you happy? Are you at peace, Aunt Fanny? Bored. That doesn't make any sense, Aunt Fanny. Please, tell me. Tell me you're okay, Aunt Fanny. Are you okay? No, she's cursed. Oh my God, kill me now. Whilst that is an over-exaggeration, whilst that is me being overly dramatic and being a bit comedic, you know, Aunt Fanny, so I'm not insulting anyone's intelligence, that happens. People are buying these apps off the back of channels like you, stating that it's real, or at least alluding to it being real in your videos, speak to their deceased loved ones because they're going through a very real, very new grief, and then they get stupid responses that make no sense to the questions they ask. And listen, the apps can say, you know, this is for entertainment and all the rest of it. They ain't looking at the small print. They ain't looking at the descriptions. They're looking at your video. Oh my God, Colin talked to a ghost through that app. I must purchase that app so I can speak to somebody that I'm grieving for. That's not everybody. You know, the majority of your audience, I imagine, are a younger audience that are just like, cool, I can talk to a ghost through this app. It's a ghost. And then they record themselves and then... yeah, they become a channel called Twin Paranormal that are shockingly bad, and you work with them. They're one of the worst channels I watch, or have to watch, and you work with them. We're not off to a good start. Colin, I appreciate you reaching out. I appreciate that you've been mostly kind and mostly respectful. Listen, you're a massive creator, over 1 million subscribers. You don't have to show me any respect, any mind, or any of the rest of it, but Don't ever accuse me of targeting you, because that's not the case. I'm looking at a video. I am looking at content, not the man behind it. I will do this the hard way with truth and honesty. You have been given information. You have watched enough debunking videos to say, or to learn, hey, I need to be more careful what I'm saying with this app. I need to be more careful about these devices. And you've ignored all of it. You've not taken any of it on board. Now, I've wasted a lot of time going through all of this, but, you know, transparency, openness, honestness, and all the rest of it. Colin seems like a nice guy. However, this video is enough for me to say that this guy is fake. Not that I think he's fake. Not in my opinion he's fake. He is fake. He is faking his content. How is he faking his content? Well, the thumbnail, the title. There is no demon caught on camera. There's nothing that even resembles a shadow figure caught on camera. There is no ghost caught on camera. So let's go and look at Colin's video, shall we?
There was rumors that the fire didn't exist. They couldn't find the records of it, which is true. The guy that did do...
First thing, Colin does his homework. Colin speaks to the owner, plays audio files of a conversation, debunking things at the house. Well done, Colin. Honestly, I'm not even being sarcastic. Well done. Because what you've done there is inadvertently trampled on a few other idiots that have gone into this house being like, there was a fire, there was a baby in the crawl space, rah! No, it wasn't. None of it's true. Load of bollocks. The reason I want to show this is positives and negatives, swings and roundabouts. You saw this thunder above the house, right? Lightning flashes. Ooh.
Do the research I truly trust, and he couldn't find records of the fire.
Digging through building materials trying to find his brother right now, so it's very strange. We've never had that happen before.
The reason I played this little section, the homeowner was meant to do a sit-down interview with them about all of this stuff, walking through the house, talk through what's real, what isn't real. Couldn't do it because this storm is so bad it took out his brother's house, and the homeowner had to leave. Had to make sure his brother wasn't buried under rubble. That's how bad this storm is. And I'm highlighting that because this storm is responsible for everything in this video that Colin and his dad, the Paranormal Files, claim is paranormal. It's not.
So that means...
Unexplainable noise. That was a rumble of thunder. It was very clear. It must be said, he has got some beautiful hair. Look at him. Looks like an angel. Blue eyes, long blonde hair. Is this me targeting you? This is me being nice. Colin? You prejudged me, you naughty, naughty boy.
Watch out.
Okay, so there's this obvious thing. I don't know the exact brand or all the rest of it there. There's a spirit box there. They've got other stuff with voices on it. And throughout the video, it's all kicking off. And it's like being in the pub. There's just random words being shouted from everywhere. Can't make head or tail of it. They latch on to whatever suits their narrative, their video. They overreact a bit. Fine. Not what I like. Not what I investigate like. Not the investigations I like to watch, but whatever. Does that mean they fake, or are they just over-relying on things? Which is a problem in itself, but it doesn't scream fakery. We'll get to the fakery.
Oh, dude, I heard a noise.
Going off so much.
Okay, so this is the section that is of interest to me more than anything. The REM pod activity in this house is about to go off. Some of you already sat there going, I know why already, because you've just highlighted it. Well done. You're a smart person, because I knew what was setting these REM pods off. How did these pair not realize it? They did.
End up looking like, I don't know if I was tripping out, but it looked like something grabbed this little crucifix that we had.
Fair plays, debunked his own footage, didn't show us the footage that he debunked, but you know, he hasn't included it as paranormal. Absolutely fine.
And like lifted it up. I don't know if that picked it up, or I don't know if I was just misseeing what was happening, but you got a REM pod set up right here with this little crucifix. We've got a static filming it. We've got another static pointing over there in the hallway. We've got a crucifix on that door handle.
Oh, shit.
Whoa! What?
Right when you said it.
What the? Wait, film me. What the f? Dude, look at it. It's.
Oh,
That's my blood sugar.
okay, wow. Now your blood sugar is affected.
Yo, what?
A REM pod goes off. Must be a ghost. Tim, what's that noise? That's my blood sugar. His dad. Oh, that's scary. It's a ghost. That's not. Just probably forgot to eat. This isn't the thing. Right, that REM pod went off, and you will hear a very distinctive noise. It's the rumble of thunder. But there's a horror string jump scare sound. over the thunder. That was a one-off. Maybe he didn't realise. Maybe he's put it there without realising.
What the hell, dude?
Wow, that was nuts. It was like a burst.
Dude, actually, what the f was that? It literally was like... And
Excuse me?
downstairs, he kept talking about doors, opening doors, let me out. And this is...
Oh, look at this dude. What the hell?
Another REM pod activation, another string horror movie jump scare sound that is covering the rumble of thunder. That's twice now.
Thing's going freaking crazy.
Why was that second one in there? The REM pod hadn't stopped and started. It's because there was another rumble of thunder. You start to hear the bubbling of the rumble of thunder. The dad said there's that noise, and then the horror jump scare string blares out, the REM pod kicks off, and you can still hear the thunder rumbling. The strange noises that you're hearing are the rumbles of thunder and lightning. The REM pod activity is because of the storm. Now, how do you know? Because I watched a Paranormal Quest video. They were live streaming. I was in the live. They live streaming. They're like, yep, we're live streaming. We're in this massive storm. Oh my God, REM pod's going off. All of them, REM pods are going off. That one's going off. That one's going off. Wait. The thunder, the lightning, followed by thunder, the REM pods lighting up. Paranormal Quest were like, you know what? We can't use the REM pods tonight because the thunderstorm is interfering with them. It's setting them off. And I'm like, this is why I like you, Paranormal Quest. This is why I enjoy your content. Debunking. Throwing things out because you know it ain't paranormal. Why didn't Colin do the same thing? As he said in the email, people don't watch my videos if nothing happens. They call me boring, so I only put in the cool stuff. But when you're hiding what is triggering those REM pods with sound effects, that's fakery. That's blatant fakery. That is misleading your audience. Is that me targeting you? Or is that me watching a video and seeing something very specific, as in, there is rumbles of thunder, there is your REM pod, you are hiding it with a jump scare sound.
Whew, I'm feeling the...
There was a massive crash of thunder, but they put the jump scare over it. Whereas the jump scare levels are dropping, the thunder is staying consistent. You can hear the rumbles of the thunder. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Dude, that is behaving so strangely.
If I called my dad dude, he'd smack me in the mouth. He wouldn't, he's not a violent man, but you know, if I call my dad anything other than dad, I'll get the dad look. What did you just see? Understand you wanting to make your videos cool, but call him dad, he's your dad. Why call him dude? The pair of you are acting like you don't know each other. Your father and son. Act like it. And yes, that is a little nitpick. I'm aware it's a little nitpick. It's more for fun. Calm your tits, Colin.
Why didn't you open that door up? It said you can open it. Someone told us downstairs you would open it.
Do you not like that cross on?
There, you could hear the cracking of the storm. That REM pod kicks off. It was not as loud, so they haven't put a jump scare sound over that.
On there? Nothing else is going on.
But when the thunder is now rumbling away, there's those big, horrible jump scare sounds. You're covering up for what's really happening to those REM pods. That's a lie. That is fakery. Not hate, not targeting, nothing of the sort. Just purely fake. That is fake. Any argument you have against that is nil and void because we know you watch the debunkers. We know that you are smarter than the average faker. Sorry.
Wanting to be sacrificed or anything, you know? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, look. Big clap of thunder. Big clap of thunder. No jump scare music. REM pods continuously going off. Then that other device starts playing up. The heavier the storm gets, the more their devices are playing up. Common sense, right? Is that hateful? Is that me being negative? Is that me being spiteful? No. Have you fucked up in trying to hide things in this video? Yes.
Okay, the thing's going crazy.
Hey, Colin, you watch the debunkers, so therefore you know that this SLS is a load of bollocks. It doesn't work. And your specific brand of
There's
SLS... SLS. There's the X of the Xbox logo. This is an Xbox Connect. It's not even a proper SLS camera. This is an Xbox Connect. This is designed to be stationary, to be designed about 6 foot away from you, to map you, to track you into a game. Not designed to track ghosts. Kenny Biddle has covered this, Mr. Gray has covered this, The Sheep has covered this, I have covered this. What I'm trying to say there is no way you don't know that that piece of equipment is garbage. Yet you're still using it after all this time. If all of these channels, like, oh, the debunkers have shit all over the Xbox Connect, oh well, better stop using it. But you don't. You still use it like it's a real thing. That is a games console accessory, an adapter that doesn't belong in it, plugged into a tablet. It's bullshit. It's been bullshit. It's been called out as bullshit for a long, 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 long time. Don't play innocent with me in the email when you're using this crap. You know what this is doing. You know how this is being triggered. You know that it's a load of shit, yet still you feature it. Fakery. Staging. Sorry. You'd have been better off titling this, "We investigated the Monroe house in a huge thunderstorm." Crazy activity. Because then you're being honest. You're getting crazy activity, but it's because of the thunderstorm. It's a little bit clickbaity, but it's not an outright lie like demon caught on camera. Because there's no demon.
Here we go. Can you open that door, please? We keep asking.
Hey, look at that. The thunder rumbling stops. The music box stops. Wow. What a coincidence. Now, this bit is hilarious. This bit is so stupid. I can't believe they included it in the video. My mind is blown. Either they were so stupid they didn't realise what the noise is, or they assume that we are too stupid to see what this noise is. Watch for yourself.
Oh!
Oh! Oh! What could that have been?
Dude, what was that? There's a noise.
No,
There's a noise.
Like a voice,
No,
It was like a voice. Oh.
Oh!
The noise, Colin's got his hand on the door, he takes his hand off the door moves, and it squeaks. But they replay it, and they still don't realise.
Oh! Oh! Dude, what was that?
It's Colin's hand coming off the door moves a little bit. Oh, it's a voice. You see, Colin, is this me targeting you? Or is this blatant bullshit? Or did you just not realise that you moved your hand off the door, it squeaked, and you claimed it to be a voice? I don't know what's worse. You know, I would rather you be stupid and not realise than what I think is really going on here. Because if it was just that door squeak for the entire video, I could forgive it. But it's after you've been overlaying sounds over to hide a thunderstorm that's setting off all your equipment to make your video more spooky. That's faking.
There's a noise.
No, that was like a voice, dude.
No, it's like a... Oh!
And we're about... Right, this is the bit I gotta move my camera. We're about to get really, really silly here. Because there's poltergeist activity.
Is that what you heard?
It was a... I just said that!
Colin, I know you emailed me to say you're easily jump scared, but Jesus, do you have to scream like Yasko? That was overkill. That was overkill. We'll see what it was.
What was it?
Why got that on camera, dude? The whole thing!
Caught on camera, the whole thing. So, if he's caught the whole thing on camera, you will see whatever has moved from the place where it was stationary to it starting to project to where it finishes its trajectory and stops. We don't see that. So, he claims that he caught it all on camera. Well, he didn't. By the time his camera cap pans onto it, it's already in motion. So he starts to turn, this thing is mid-air, so he hasn't caught the whole thing. Fair enough. I'm not saying that that's an issue. The issue is this part. Where is that cross coming from? Now, I think this cross was supposed to have been sat on top of this door. But to me, does that not look further back than the top of the door? Does that not look like it's come from within that room, not on top of this door? That's definitely behind that door frame, as in this area here. I mean, it's not, but you could see that that looks like a pair of shorts and then the shin and the knee poking out of it. I don't think that's what that is. Some people may have said, hey, there was a leg in that shot. It's not. I don't think so anyway. That to me looks like it's behind the door frame, not on top of it. Still behind. Right. Now we're about level with the door frame, given the angle Colin's looking at. Coming out past the door frame there. Now, if we look at this trajectory, did that fall from the top of the door, which could have just been because of a rumble of thunder, but we don't hear a rumble of thunder, or has it been thrown from within that room? I think at this point, it's already starting to come down from this movement. Am I 100% convinced that that is fakery, that is staged? No, because I can't see an arm or I can't see a person that is present at any other point in this video that could attribute that thing being thrown. I can't see it. But on account that everything else leading up to this has got me questioning, I think that's fair game. I do indeed think that that is worth questioning. I'm not saying that that is fake. That is either the thunder has dislodged it and it's fallen off the top of the door, but in my opinion, it looks like it's come out of that room. Did a ghost throw it, or did a person throw it? Logically. DR60. I'm not even playing the EVP session because the DR60 is a load of shit. Much like the SLS, there is no argument for this thing anymore. It has been completely debunked by everybody. And anyone still using this DR60 device, faking, because they know it's a load of shite, and they spending over, way over. This thing is selling for up to $3,000 for a broken recorder. It was recalled. You can go online and you can find the recall notice for this thing. Kenny Biddle has done a fantastic video on the DR60, why it was recalled, why it doesn't work, and then he gets his hands on one and tests it. Not talking to ghosts, it's a broken piece of equipment. It was not recalled because it was talking to demons like some people will have you believe. Wasn't the case. I mean, that little bit there, their voices are so distorting. What do you think it's going to do to any other noises in the video? Okay, and then the last bit, the spirit box that they're using for the SDS method. This spirit box is flawed more than the others because it has an SD card reader on it. Now, I'm not saying that these guys have done it, but you can insert a SD card into these devices and it has a playback feature. Therefore, I don't trust that device in anyone's hands because it has the ability for you to fake and stage through it. We can't hear what's being said. I don't care what's being said because I don't trust that device. I don't like spirit boxes at all. And Colin, it's off the basis of that video is why when you come to the UK, I won't investigate with you because to me, that is all fakery. And if I was to work with you after seeing those levels of bullshit and fakery in a video, I am then risking my channel and my channel's reputation to grow off a different audience. I don't want your audience. And while that may come across as rude and all the rest of it, listen, I appreciate it. Ghost Club Paranormal have said to me they would like to have a adult discussion about things. I'm up for an adult discussion about things. I won't be investigating with anyone that I think is fake, because that puts me in a position where people could call me out and say, hey, you can't keep calling people fake and then go and work with them. What I'm saying to a degree, Colin, is whilst you come across far better than the twins and the other idiots out there that are faking, you do come across as a much nicer person. I don't trust you. I don't trust you to do the right thing. I don't want your audience because we're on different wavelengths. Your audience are clearly very gullible and probably very young. Mine are not. That thunderstorm caused all of your equipment. You were putting jump scares over the thunder sounds to hide it. That's fakery. That cross, I can't prove it, but I think it got thrown out of that room. As I said, but that's just my opinion. I can't prove that. But that voice you captured, that evil squeak of a door. Your hand left the door moves, it's on camera, it squeaks. You replayed it 3 times. You maintain that it's a paranormal event. It was a door squeaking. I would rather you be stupid or naive than be an outright faker. But when you put it all together into one big pot of that 3-hour video that I've sat through, 3 hours I sat through the video, I watched it beginning to end. I wanted to give you the time of day, Colin, because you appeared to be a nice guy. And it was full of shit. And whilst you say dude every 3 seconds and that really grates on me, it's not dude bro, dude bro, dude bro, dude bro, like other channels. But This is your thumbnail. The Demon House. Demon caught on camera at the Monroe house. Horrifying paranormal activity. Where was the paranormal activity, Colin? Because I didn't see any. I saw a thunderstorm triggering your equipment. I saw your hand leaving a door and the door squeaking and you claiming it to be a voice. And there was a crucifix. Either fell / was thrown. I can't prove it, but on account of everything else I saw in that investigation, I think that was staged as well. But look at this thumbnail. Big red blood moon. Ooh, the big red sky. Looking all demonic and evil. The Demon House. It's called the Monroe Mystery House, or the Mysterious Monroe House. Not the Demon House. That's just something you and the twins have pulled out of your ass. But look at your title, Colin. Demon caught on camera. Where? Where was the demon on your camera? Because all that was on camera was device activations, a crucifix being thrown out of another room / fell off a door because of a thunderstorm, equipment malfunctioning because of a thunderstorm, and you overreacting. Where was the demon? I didn't see it. Nobody else saw it. It wasn't there. And that's not me being horrible, and that's not me being harsh. That is me being honest. And I had a quick look at this as well. Demonic attack on camera. Ooh, the slaughterhouse gone wrong. Look at the state in his arm. Wow. He holds his arm up and he's got 666 carved into his arm in blood. Demon attack caught on camera. Ooh. Scary shit. That's it. That's this demonic attack. Where's the 666? Where's the blood? There's not even blood on the surface. And you know what's even more stupid about this? Not even red. That looks like a crease. When you lay on your pillow for too long, the same sort of thing. If I do this, right, I have very short fingernails. If I do this down my arm, now I use very little pressure there. Look at that. Ooh, a demon got me. Look at this big red mark. Doesn't look anything like this guy's, does it? In fact, does that not look like a scar as opposed to a scratch?
It feels like someone's holding a match to my arm. That's why I looked down at it.
Fresh scratch. What looks like a scar. And look, he's got scars there as well. He's got scars on his hands. This guy looks like he's had quite a nasty accident at some point in his life that has scarred him. I've only had a quick look at that. I haven't looked at any of I haven't had a look at any of the other videos to see if that scar is present. I can't be asked. Maybe it is a scratch on that, like, but it doesn't look like a scratch to me. It looks more like a crease or an old wound. I'm not saying that you staged that. I'm not saying that you faked that. But what I am saying is, you lied in that thumbnail. Not only have you got a 666, but there's blood in that image. You've squared it out. He's bleeding. Demon has attacked him and cut his arm. Didn't. It did not. Anyway, so do please let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. As always, don't go leaving any horrible comments and none of that crap. We don't need it. He don't need it. And you know, Colin has been quite pleasant in my interaction with a brief interaction. Because I haven't responded to him because I don't know how to respond. Because he's reacted without even seeing my video. And while he wants to get his side across, fair enough. You've accused me in an email of attacking you and your family. Not what I've done. Not what I ever do. I go after footage. Maybe you can learn from this experience, Colin. I look forward to your response. If you want to do it in private, absolutely fine. But in regards to working with you, going to a haunted location with you, even if it was a Beardo versus the Paranormal Files, even if it was me stood there saying this doesn't work, that doesn't... No. Whilst the influx of viewers from you would probably be incredible and probably get me to 50, 60,000 subscribers in a very quick time, I don't want it. I want to do this the right way. I want to do this the hard way. And I want to do this with my integrity intact. I appreciate the offer. But Beardo doesn't work with fakers. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
The object of the day to put a smile on your face. All the fans know how much he appreciates. You can get a